Hello everyone, this is Wojtek from Double Edge, and today we are going to have a look at some altcoins. Before we start, definitely check out our Twitter page. We post here daily. We have also weekly week ahead, so definitely check that out. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, first altcoin I want to start talking about is Trump coin, because this, from the price action perspective, you can see it did all-time classic. You have like 80% dump, you have some consolidation, and you have like pop out like 50%. Many altcoins done this. I watched many altcoins after that huge dump to do this. Like Dia, I don't know, like you have here. I'm showing right now like scam coins, low market cap coins, but this is just after huge liquidations event, there is usually like those huge spikes on some coins. But the Trump coin is like interesting in a way. This coin is by the definition insider trading coin. It's like Donald Trump's coin, and usually when there is some signs of spot order flow, aggressive chasing, there is going to be some kind of announcement in the future. So we'll have a look at it here on Coin Analyze. But first, just from the price action perspective, you have a huge dump, you have like consolidation, and you can like look for longs, which is quite tricky. But like your stop should be definitely under this low, and you would be targeting definitely those poor highs before the dump, or even when there is a strength, like here on this coin, you can like those highs targets. So as you can see by the price action perspective, this was pretty clean. But hey, you need to have usually more confirmation on this one, which is from the order flow perspective. If if you didn't take a trade like before the pop out, so we have the pop out here, right? That's like, in 3 hours or 4 hours with like 30% pump. So you don't want to chase this one. You want to wait for correction. So, people here on a perps taking the profits. You can see that CVD futures, is going down. But the interesting part is that CVD spot is just climbing higher and higher. There doesn't matter if you pump or there's some correction, it's just going it's just going higher and higher. So there's definitely some kind of insider knowledge on the spot that someone is just buying ridiculously. There is some kind of cool down right now, but I think there is going to be some kind of announcement in the future. So what I wanted to talk about here, if you didn't catch this setup we talked about, you can just see here that your confirmation is the CVD spot climbing higher, and you have the first option is looking for a long. That would be like, I don't know, if you would eyeball it here, your stop would be pretty far away. That would be before this pop out, this pump, and it would be targeting those highs, which is pretty like, this is like what, RRR here is like 2. Sorry, yeah, it's like 2, which is it's okay, but on an altcoin, when you size it up, okay, but it's not like the trade I would be taking. But you know, I took a trade here, which was a small position, but you can see like on the secondary test, which this week is where I got filled, and my stop just went under this previous low, and I was just targeting this high. So yeah, I know it's ridiculous, like RR6, but the position wasn't that big, and my main confirmation was insider is still bidding. He doesn't really give a shit what's happening, like from the perp charts perspective, trading it on a 1 minute chart. And you can just here see after this, when we are climbing up, it's just liquidation after liquidation. On the spot, shorts are just closing, and a pretty good trade. So this is something definitely be considering when you trade altcoins. To just have a look at the order flow. Analyze, just providing the basic things. So definitely check it out. So this would be like the Trump coin, one of those coins that I found pretty interesting. It's pretty funny. But the another basket is like scam coins. Those coins have like thin supply. It's pretty weak price action. The funding goes crazy from like negative positive. It's it doesn't have really pullbacks. It just spikes and bleed out. So we're going to skip this one. The another interesting one is hyperliquid. No, no. This is just for lols here. But the interesting one is Esther. Which is like CZ's puppy, project backed by Binance. As you can see, this is what happens when you're doing business with Binance. It's like what -60% from all-time high and still going lower. I mean, the debate, Esther versus Hyperliquid, the only answer is Hyperliquid. I know a lot of traders are looking for the same like fractals as we have on Hyperliquid. You can see that we did like what 60-70%. We took this low and then it's just and it's just climbing higher, which Hyperliquid is something else, man. But this one, I know there will be a lot of bidding when we will get there, but I wouldn't be I would be looking here for definitely for a spot because let's have a laugh. You can see they announced 50%. They announced buybacks, and for 50% of all buybacks, will be like burned, which is always good. But another 50% will be held and later distributed in airdrops, which when you announce buybacks, which was like you know, here, and from that moment on you're just bleeding out. I know there is a like correction on a I know like BTC, right? So there is some correlation, but man, you announce buybacks on a like new project and there is literally no reaction. It's yeah, it's quite sad. So also like I mean Hyperliquid won definitely this debate. So yeah, and also I have like here baskets of pain, which would be like WorldCoin, those I don't know, not scam coins, but coins that are heavily inflated. There are VCs, and it's just bleeding out, man. There is like not much chance this to be popping out, so those are just coins to be shorted. Aptos, I know Aptos looking good here, yeah, but definitely a short. And we have Anna. This one this is just sad, man. And you have yeah, there's also like Esther. So yeah, definitely good luck to the people that bought spot here. I'm praying for you, but man, I wouldn't be bidding this on a spot. So and two last altcoins I want to have a look at. That would be Zcash. We talked about this one on our Twitter page. After this, sorry, where was it? Yeah, when we have the huge liquidation event, this one was the strongest coin, also still the strongest one, still climbing higher. I mean, here every like correction you would both, on a spot or on a swing, you would be in profit. Right now, again, it's so clean. I mean, man, look at this. This is like previous all-time high. This was like tested 1, 2, 3 breakout test, and we continuing higher. I mean, it's pretty hard right now to, where would you enter, but just wanted to show this one from the shorting view perspective. I like this is definitely short also in the future, but not right now. Like, what would be like, in my opinion, better to short is like Dash. It's also like privacy coin. A lot of people on Twitter are like, yeah, I'm longing definitely this one because this is like better on a Zcash. I'm really smart here, but look at this. Like, this is like 30% move, and like Dash, what? Like, this is like, half of it, So there's not much and a risk appetite to looking for proxy longs in the privacy sector. There's just this one which is dominating the sector. So just keep longing the strong things, and these ones which are lagging, great shorts. It's like when it's dumping, it's just better to short this one. And the last thing I want to talk about is this one, Tao, Also, we talked about this on our Twitter page. I also, where is it? Yeah, I just made a tweet a couple of minutes ago about this one. When we had a huge dump, this was definitely a long, but not chasing the longs. When you have like trend line resistance by the definition, doesn't make sense. I was tweeting here like 350, 360. Yeah, we have like there was like 345, test, and from there it's just climbing higher. Right now we have like a break up. Yeah, this looking pretty nice. I mean, if there would be enough fuel to push this higher, this could be like a great swing, but depends. It's just wait for the daily how it will close up. But I mean, this chart looks like fantastic. It's only coin in the AI sector which which like isn't correlated with BTC that much. So I would be definitely looking for close of weekly, and based on that I would be, maybe this will push like a couple more percent higher, but I would be looking for some maybe retest. Depends. Like trading the breakout momentum is always like headache, because when you enter here where you put your stop, here it's like, oh, we'll see. But was the last coin I wanted to talk about. The rest of the altcoins, there are some memes also, but man, it's just looking as useless. Was pretty nice. After the liquidation event, it had like crazy momentum, like Fartcoin. Man, this one is just sad one. This is definite. This week is going to get definitely filled. I mean, in the future, but we'll see. Hot arises every time. So that would be everything for me. Regarding Esther, yeah, so we had to look at that. We saw this one. So thanks for watching, everyone. That would be everything for me, and have a good day. Bye bye.